I'm the garden designer at Davies Brothers Nursery in Burnham. Last week we drew up a generic plan for a shady border, and this week we've got something for those of you lucky enough to have a sunny border. This one's designed for a 4 metre by 1 metre bed, and we've got the olive as the focal point, this is a half standard. It's evergreen, so it keeps these nice greyish green leaves all year round, and you can trim them to keep them to the size that you'd like them to be. Then moving down, we've got Verbena Bonariensis here and here, which are small at the moment, but at their full height they'll get to about 2 metres tall, which is as tall as me, or maybe a little bit taller if I'm being honest. And you just let them flower late in the summer, autumn time, and then they'll look completely dead. The trick is to leave them look dead if you can manage it throughout the winter, and then chop them back in the spring. It's much better to chop them back in the spring than the winter, because that way you don't get any winter dieback. It's better for the plant. Then in the middle, we've got Panacon Prairie Skies, which is a lovely glaucous foliage grass. It gives a nice bit of texture and movement to the planting plan, and it's got these beautiful dainty little seed heads as well. Trick is again to leave the bronze foliage throughout the winter, which I think actually looks quite attractive, and then chop it back to ground level in the spring. Moving along, we've got this Pittosporum Silver Queen, which basically acts as a full stop to the planting. It's evergreen, so this lovely silver foliage lasts all throughout the year. Its maximum height is going to be about 2 metres, but you can trim it to keep it smaller and keep it nice and compact. Really good for flower arranging as well. Then in front we've got Festuca Glauca, which is a very pretty, again, glaucous foliage plant. It's going to get about that big by that big, so a nice little clump, and it gets pretty seed heads as well. Sometimes you get some sort of brown bits in the grass. If you're very patient, you can just comb them out. Or if you're like me and it's got beyond repair, you can literally just trim them back and it all reshoots from the middle. So it's a very tough little grass. Most important thing with grasses is to have good drainage. Then we've got a new hardy Gerbera. Wasn't going to be long before somebody made one. They're so beautiful. It's so nice to have one that's now perennial. This is Gerbera Garvinia Sweet Honey. Lovely orange colour that I think contrasts really well with the silvers and the blues. Really stands out, and it's got a long flowering period as well. These flower from about May, June time. Moving along, we've got Euphorbia Silver Swan, which again is an evergreen perennial, and it just reflects quite nicely the Pittosporum Silver Queen over here. The only thing with Euphorbia is that each stem is biennial. So after the second year of each stem, they actually get quite long and lanky. You want to chop those lanky stems back, and then it reshoots from the bottom, keeping it nice and bushy and compact. Then we've got Crocosmia here. This is a lovely orange one called Fire Jumper. Again, a bit of late autumn colour, but the lovely grassy, strappy foliage actually lasts all through the summer as well. And that will spread. It actually creates quite a naturalising look. So if you don't want it to go too mad, maybe grow it in a pot in the ground, or just keep on top of it and pull the odd clump out here and there so it doesn't go throughout the border, or just let it go wild and spread throughout. So this is our border. It's repeated on the other side as well, and to see the plan of how to actually create this in your own garden, please visit our website www.daviesbrothers.co.uk.